Good evening, everybody. Okay, we're going to wait just a minute. Just a minute. Oops. Okay. Just a minute to see who else we can get on the live. We're going to wait just a minute so that everybody knows that I'm live. So bear with me if you're here with me. Bear with me for just a minute while the notification goes out that I'm live. And it's okay. I will start anyway. If nobody comes on, people will catch up. I know everybody's probably, last night I have to apologize. I did not come live last night because I sat down to compose my thoughts and I fell asleep. I woke up at 12 a.m. So I have to apologize. I did not come live last night because I actually fell asleep literally about to go live. Like, that's how tired I was. I literally passed out in the middle of getting ready to start my live. Just so anybody who's watching who may be a regular, letting you know, I'm going to start going live at a different time. I'm not going live anymore at night. I'm going to be going live at 6 a.m. A lot of you don't know me well enough or love me enough to go get on with me at 6 a.m. But from now on, starting on, all right, I don't go live with you guys on Sunday. I only go live on Sunday on Facebook. So, by the way, if you ever want to catch any of my extra lives, I do extra lives. You can catch them on Facebook at Texan Tish Tillis. Same handle is on here. So if you want to catch me, my main social media is on Facebook. So that's Texan Tish Tillis. You can catch my extra lives that I do on that. You can also go over to Facebook and catch any information about me, any changes in my life. So, like I said, I will be going live starting not tomorrow, but starting on Monday. I will be live from now on at 6 a.m. So you'll have to catch me on replay or you'll have to catch me at 6 a.m. You can always go to YouTube and catch any of my replays, okay? All of my lives will be uploaded onto YouTube. So you can always go to YouTube. It's Texan Tish Tillis. You can catch any of my lives on YouTube. If you want to catch my extra lives that are not posted on Insta or on TikTok, you can go over to YouTube and you can catch my extra lives. Okay. So I hope that's helpful to everybody. Catch my extra lives on Facebook. You can also catch them on YouTube. YouTube will have all my lives ever by this weekend uploaded. Okay. So you can always catch any live you want by this weekend on YouTube. But starting on Monday, I will only be going live at 6 a.m. Okay, that'll be my live time from now on, 6 a.m. Also, please remember if you want to catch me on Sundays, that's on Facebook. Sunday, I'm live on Facebook at around 12:30, between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. I'll post the whole schedule on Facebook if you want to know my live schedule. Okay, Texan Tish Tillis at Facebook. All right, so we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Thank you for joining me. YouTube, TikTok, Insta. Thank you all for joining me tonight. My topic tonight is your past. That is my topic. I want to talk about that. That's the topic. The topic is your past. Okay? So everything, hi y'all. Okay. Everything that I talk about, I try and look at it from an element of success. You know this. If you follow me, you know that I like to talk about all things and how they will make you more successful, right? Because what are we doing out here anyway, right? We were not put on this earth just to take up space and time. We were put here with a purpose. So I like to talk about the purpose is to be successful. It doesn't necessarily just mean money, but it is to be successful. Do I have everything figured out? No, not at all. No, not at all. Even though I come to y'all and I give you my knowledge, my personal knowledge, right? That does not at all mean that I have everything figured out. I do not. I'm out here living just like y'all. I just try and share my knowledge and my experiences with you all as we all are trying to be more successful. So I don't want you to think I'm coming on here like, yeah, I got it all figured out and y'all need to be just like me or something. No, that's not even the case. But all right, what I do want to talk about tonight in regards to your past is this is really important. This is a really important, and I know I say that about everything I talk because I think it is. I think it's really important to conquer and get a hold of and examine in order to be successful. So, if you want to be successful, you have to examine yourself. Who are you? You need to know yourself and you have to be honest with yourself because I'm going to tell you right now, if you've got some kind of narrative in your mind that isn't the truth, you're only fooling yourself because people see you for who you are. You do know that, right? You know that people see you for who you are. Whoever you are, whatever you are, people are able to see you. They're able to look at you and figure out who you are after a while. It doesn't take that long. So you need to be honest with yourself about who are you really? Who are you? And it's okay if you don't like who you are. It's okay if you feel that you are a disappointment to yourself. That's fine. In fact, that might be good because that's one of the first steps in deciding that you want to be better. In order for you to truly get out there and grind and become better and successful in your life, you're going to have to hit rock bottom. There's going to have to be a point where you wake up one day and you say, I'm tired. I'm tired of maybe being a liar, maybe being a booster, maybe being a disappointment to yourself and other people. You have to get sick and tired of where you are and who you are and what you are in order to become successful, in order to make a change that's going to stick. Because all of us have been in a position where we woke up one day, decided we were going to become brand new, and it lasted for all of a week, right? Have we all have been there, right? Where you're like, I'm going to become, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do the diet. I can't tell you how many years in a row for my New Year's resolutions. I thought about my New Year's resolutions. I wrote out my New Year's resolutions. I told anybody who would listen up to my New Year's resolutions what I was going to do, who I was going to be. And in less than a month, I was back to the same person I was prior to New Year's. And then I made the mistake. I used to think, oh, I have to wait till the next year in order to have new resolution. I failed. I failed. Might as well just count 2023 over. I've lost, no good. I have to wait till 2024 to set New Year's resolutions and try and be a different person, right? And that is completely and totally false. Okay? It's completely and totally false. You can wake up tomorrow and decide you're going to be a new person, and you can do it. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't have to tell anybody, because if you truly make a change, guess what? People are going to notice. They're going to know. You don't have to tell them anything. Okay? So just know that you can at any time without permission. Doesn't matter what people are going to think because they're not you. They're not living your life. It's only up to you. It's a very personal decision to become somebody new and different because it's a lot of work. It's very hard. It's a lot of work. And so it does not matter who knows or what they think because they're not doing the work. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to announce it to them. You don't need their permission. Okay. All you have to do is just go ahead and do it. All right. So now that we know that you can at any time, any day, any hour, decide to become a different person. But that requires consistency, right? You got to be a different person tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. So make sure before you put the effort, time, energy, and decide to tell people and look foolish that you are truly committed to becoming a different person. You can do it. I'm not telling you you can't, because you can do anything you want to do. Did you know that everything you need to be successful is already inside of you? It's already inside of you. Like, this is a secret that a lot of people sell, and they think that you have to go out and seek, wisdom from some kind of guru, or you have to go out in the desert and, I don't know, practically die from dehydration or something in order to become a new person. No, everything you need to become a new person is inside of you. All you have to do is decide that this is going to be your time. This is going to be your time. You no longer are going to just think about it, because a lot of us think about what we want, don't we? We see that car. Ooh, I want that car. We see that house. Ooh, I want that house. We see that neighborhood. Ooh, I want to live in that neighborhood. I want that to be my zip code. And you wish and you dream. But guess what? I've never seen somebody pay a car note on wishes and dreams. Baby, that ain't action. You have to put action to that desire. You have to put action to the desire, and you have to put it in and day out and day in and day out. Because guess what? Rent and mortgage is not due just once, is it? The light bill comes every single month. So you better be prepared to do the work that it takes to be the person that you want to be. If you're not ready to become that person yet, that's okay. You know what? It's a great start just to start thinking about what that person will look like. Where will that person live? What kind of clothes will that person wear? What kind of house will that person live in, right? Before I had French doors that opened up into my backyard, off of my bedroom. That's what's behind me. French doors, baby, that open up into my backyard off my bedroom. Before I had it, I had to think about it. I had to dream about it. I had to plan to have it. I had to want to have it. Okay? I had to live in houses where I couldn't open up French doors off my bedroom into my backyard before I got these. Okay? I had to do the work to get the result. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't just land in your lap. You have to think it, you have to want it, you have to dream it, you have to taste it. That's how bad you have to want what it is that you want to have. Or you're not going to do the work every single day to have it. And then once you do the work and you get it, then you got to keep it, because best believe it doesn't come cheap. It doesn't come cheap. That mortgage is due every month, and the lender doesn't care what I'm going through. Okay? I better have their money, or they gonna come get the house. Period, Pooh. Period. Okay? So these are all the things. I'm just going over the things that you have to do in order to decide that you're going to be brand new. Okay? Don't start it if you're not ready to finish it, right? It's just like when you pull a gun on somebody, baby, you better be ready to shoot. You better be ready to shoot. Don't pull a gun and just stand there looking funny. You better be ready to pull a trigger. You better be ready to execute and make a decision, because you pulled the gun out and now it's too late to go back. Okay? So that's how you have to be about the life you want to live. You have to be very intentional. There's no going back. You have to commit to it, and you have to stay the course. And no matter what happens, if somebody dies, if somebody gets sick, whatever the case may be, honey, you got to get up and do the work every day. And that work is going to be silent work. Okay? It's going to be silent work. It's going to be the kind of work that is behind the scenes. Nobody's going to be cheering you every day like, oh, you woke up. Good job, Susie. Yes. Okay, no, you better get up and cheer yourself on and clap for yourself when you wake up in the morning, and motivate yourself when you get up, and look in the mirror and do your affirmations and tell yourself what you're going to be, because you are your best encouragement. Okay? You have to be ready to do the work. But let me tell you something. Once you are ready to do the work, once you have committed yourself to the assignment, let me tell you something. This is what's going to happen. I guarantee you. People are going to see the change in you. And guess what? Your family and friends, out of somebody or many somebodies in your family and friends circle, something has bit me on my back, and my back is itching so bad and I can barely focus. But anyway, somebody in your friends and family circle isn't going to like the new you. They're not going to like the new you. They're not going to like it. They're not going to be impressed. They're not going to be happy for you. You're going to think, these are my best friends. This is my family. They should be happy for me. They should be cheering for me. No, they're not going to cheer. They're not going to be happy for you. You know why? Because they like the old you. They like the lazy you, or they like the fat you, or they like the ugly you, or they like the depressed you, or they like the no money getting you. They don't like the new you because you are a reflection now. Y'all, I have to find something to scratch my back. I am so sorry, but this is distracting me to death. Because now you are a reflection of everything that they're not. Okay? I'm so sorry. I had to leave the screen for a minute. I had to scratch my back. Okay, because now you are a reflection of everything that they are not. You are a reminder of their dreams that they have not pursued, that they have not gone after, that they're afraid, the things they are afraid to go get. You're a reminder now of that. And people, I'm just going to be honest with you, people don't like that. They don't like when people become brand new. They don't. They don't like it. And I'm sorry. And you may say, "Oh, not my boo or not my friends or not my family." Yeah, your boo or your friends or your family, somebody or many somebodies is going to be upset when you start to change. And then guess what they're going to do? You know what they're going to do? They're going to start bringing up everything from your past. They're going to start bringing it all up. They're going to bring it up. Remember that time when remember that $10? What makes you think you can become a millionaire? Man, you couldn't even pay me back that $10 from 1992. Yeah, they're going to go back to 1992. And for some of you, that was the year you were born. Okay? Yeah, they're going to go there. They're going to go there. They're going to remind you of everything you've ever done. If you ever stole anything, if you ever drank any alcohol and got drunk, if you ever tried any drugs, anything that you did, any money that you may owe them from the past, your kids are going to be like, remember that time that you didn't da 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 da? Oh, everybody's going to come out the woodworks and come at you and attack you because you're making a change and you're a reminder of what what they haven't done. Okay? It's just, these are just facts. It's facts. And people are going to, when they find out what you're doing, they're going to be like, what on earth makes you think that you can do or be or whatever? Okay, that's how they're going to come at you. And then some of you are going to get discouraged and you're going to quit before you even started. But some of you are going to decide, I don't care who talks about me. I don't care who talks about my past or whatever. I'm going to keep on going. So let me tell you something. There are certain people that you're going to have to cut off. I'm going to just let you know. I'm going to tell you right now. And you can just tuck that under your bonnet because some of you don't want to cut off people. Some of you don't believe you'll have to cut off people. But there are people that you're going to have to cut off. Okay? So anybody who has disparaging words toward you does not love you. Anybody who wants to draw you back into your past does not truly love you. Anybody who isn't clapping for you doesn't truly love you. Anybody who's not excited to be around the new version of you doesn't truly love you. They don't truly support you. Okay? I expect people who are around me to be excited. I expect them to know that I'm a big deal. I see myself as a big deal. I expect them to see me as a big deal, right? I support them. I see them as a big deal. Okay, so you should have reciprocal. We talked about that the other day, having reciprocal relationships. You should have people around you that are going upward in their trajectory just like you are. If you are going upward and these people are going downward or they're just staying still and they want to pull you back by talking about you, like some of y'all will get on my lives and just talk some foolishness. You just post some foolishness, which just lets me know where your mindset is at. What you even doing on the live? You're not about self-empowerment. You're not about doing better. You're not about, you just want to get on the live and post some foolishness. Like I don't register with small thoughts. I think ideas, I talk about ideas, I don't talk about people. So if y'all want to post something about me or what, you don't even know, first off, you don't even know me. Okay. But if you want to post something about, like, no, just keep on keep on scrolling, because I'm here to talk to people who are serious about being successful. If you don't want to talk about being successful, then go on somebody else's live. Somebody who wants to talk small, think small, be small. Okay? I mean, no offense or anything, but that's real spit. Okay? So you have to be aware of the people that you hang out with. Okay? If you want to do something in life, right? Then you need to hang around like-minded people. If the people that you have in your life are not like-minded, then y'all don't have a lot in common anymore. And it doesn't mean that you can never talk to them again. It just means that you need to tone down your association with them. Okay? That's all. This is what I'm talking about. Like, why? Why are you on my live? Being stupid, talking stupid, thinking stupid. Just go somewhere else, please. All right. So, in your past, you may have done things that you're not proud of. You may have done things that you're ashamed of. Well, that's what people like to hold over you. Whatever it is, the person that you used to be. Let me tell you, back 30 years ago when I was a teenager, I did all kinds of things. I did all kinds of things. That's not who I am. I haven't been that person in forever. So if you come around and you're talking to Tish about who Tish used to be 30 years ago, I don't know who that person is. That's not who I am. I don't identify with that person at all whatsoever. That's not who I've been for 30 years. I don't know what you're talking about. Go on somewhere with that talk and those thoughts, because if you think you're going to come around me and talk to me about who I was before I became a wife and a mother and all those things, we don't have anything in common if that's what you're trying to bring up and use to have something in common with me. It's not going to work. I don't know that person anymore. I'm a totally different person. Don't try and drag me back down to who I used to be. I don't know that person. Whatever that person did, I can apologize to you if I did you wrong when I was that person, but that's not the person I am anymore. So I'm not identifying with you when you talk about that person. Okay? Period. And that's how you need to feel about your past. Leave your past in the past. Don't let anyone speak guilt, fear, or failure into you and into your life. Do not let anyone speak guilt, fear, or failure into your life. Those are negative emotions. You need to let people know, this is the course that I'm on. This is who I am presently becoming. And if you can't be positive and speak positively around me, then I'm going to have to ask you to stop calling me. I'm going to have to ask you to stop wanting to hang out with me. First off, if you're trying to be brand new and successful, you don't have time to just hang out with anybody. You have time to hang out with people who are going in the same direction as you, or even better, have already achieved what it is that you want, because you want people to add value to your life. And people who can add value to your life are people who have already lived what you have lived and have gone on to be successful. So they have something to give to you. They have something to tell you. They have something to teach you. If somebody doesn't have something to teach you or encouragement to give you, think about it. What are they doing in your life? What kind of value are they adding to your life? And you need to evaluate everybody in your life. That's one of the problems of why a lot of people don't ever become successful. They don't evaluate the people in their life. It makes them feel guilty. It makes them feel guilty. Don't feel guilty about wanting to be better. Don't feel guilty about wanting to be someone else. Okay? Period. Don't feel guilty about that. All right? Just remember You are liberated from your past. You are liberated. Who you were is not who you have to be. You know what I'm saying? Who you were is not who you have to be. There are a lot of people right now on my comments on YouTube who are small minded. You don't have to be small minded. You can talk about ideas instead of talking about people. You can want something better for yourself. You know, a lot of people, it's just like with bullies. When people are bullies, right? Somebody is a bully because they're insecure. It's like, duh. It really amazes me how people don't think other people can see who they are. You can see right through them. When somebody's a bully, somebody says something stupid, somebody says something crass, it's because you're insecure. And so you feel like you got to come on a forum like this, or you feel like you got to beat somebody up or harass somebody or act stupid or whatever, draw attention to yourself, to draw attention away, or draw attention to somebody else to draw attention away from yourself because you're insecure. You don't have anything going on for you. Okay? But you don't have to be, that doesn't have to be your story. You can be so much more than that. Seriously. You can be so much more than that. Decide what it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to be, and then go for it and do it. Make an action plan, come up with goals, come up with a time and a date, a benchmark. You need to set times and dates for when you plan on becoming who it is that you want to be, right? Because otherwise, it's just something you wrote on a piece of paper. And then you need to figure out what is step one, what is step two. And I'm telling you, one of the first steps, okay? One of the first steps is definitely deciding who you want to have in your life, who is going to be a part of your journey, okay? When you decide what it is that you want to pursue, look and see who's been successful in what it is that you want to do. Even if it's just parenting, you need to go find an older mom who's already raised all of her kids. She can give you invaluable advice. She can shave years off of what it is that you're trying to do. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. If you want to be a wife, a better wife, or you're a young wife or whatever, or you want to be a better girlfriend so that you can eventually become a better wife, then you need to contact somebody who's been married for a number of years. Okay, if you want to become an engineer, then you need to find a guild of engineers, a forum where you can go and you can ask engineers questions. Whatever it is you want to do, it doesn't matter what it is, you can do it. But I'm going to tell you, you have to forgive yourself for anybody that you've been in the past, any mistakes that you've made in the past, anything that you didn't like about yourself in the past. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let it go. You have to forgive yourself. A lot of us, our stumbling block to becoming somebody greater is our past. We're not willing to let it go. It haunts us. It worries us. It concerns us. If you need to go make amends to people, go make amends and let them know, you know what? I'm so sorry. I was stupid back then. I was young back then, or I didn't know any better. But now that I know better, I do better. And now I'm a whole new person and I'm about to become this, or I'm about to become that, or I'm about to do this, or I'm about to do that. Find some inspirational stories of people who in their past, you know, like I like to talk about Harrison Ford, right? Harrison Ford used to be a carpenter, okay? And then he did the whole Star Wars trilogy and a million other movies. Stephen King got 100 rejection letters, or maybe over 100, before he became a famous world wide renowned author and had, I don't know how many TV shows and movies made of his books. But if he had not believed in here that he could do it, he would have quit when he got all the rejection letters telling him he was no good as an author, he should choose something else to do, right? Okay? So Oprah was fired. Oprah was fired from her TV gig when she was younger. If she had not believed in herself, if she had been focused on her past, if she had been focused on being fired, she wouldn't have been Oprah, who she is today, right? Michael Jordan, I tell these stories all the time. Michael Jordan was let go from it was either his junior high or high school basketball team. He didn't say to himself, well, you know what? I'm just a loser. I better quit basketball. No, he put it in his past. He put it in his rearview mirror and he kept on trying. And then he became Michael Jordan. Okay. So it's not a question about can you become anybody? You can become anybody. I don't care what was in your past. I don't care if you went to jail. I don't care if you went to prison for 20 years. That doesn't mean that you have to be your mistakes. Your mistakes do not have to define you for the rest of your life. We all make mistakes. Forgive yourself and move forward. Forgive yourself and move forward. Only positive thoughts, only positive talk, only people who have positive things to say to you from here on out. And just keep on moving forward one day at a time. But do not let who you were in the past, and in conclusion, I would say, do not let who you were in the past define who you are going to be in the future. Two separate people. Two separate people. And that's how you need to look at it. I do not recognize the person I used to be. I don't identify her with her. I don't recognize her. She ain't nothing like who I am today. Nothing. You can reinvent yourself anytime you want. Some people just go out there and reinvent themselves. Some people, need to change their hair, change their clothes, change the way they look completely. Think about Marilyn Monroe. I want you to Google Marilyn Monroe and what she looked like before she became Marilyn Monroe. I don't remember her original birth name, but I want you to Google the pictures of her before she became Marilyn Monroe. You'd have walked right past her on a city street. You'd have walked right past her. She didn't look anything like she does in the pictures and the movies and all of that. She didn't look anything like that. But what she decided to do one day was she decided she was going to reinvent herself. And she dyed her hair. I think she got her nose done. And she lost weight and blah, blah, blah. And she became Marilyn Monroe. She created a whole new persona for herself. And she talked to herself and told herself this is who she was. And she created a backstory for herself of who she was. You have to create a story for yourself. So you have to speak to yourself as if you are already successful. You are already the person that you want to become, right? You talk to yourself. Let's say you want to be a millionaire, but you only have $5 in your bank account right now. So every day you wake up and you say, I am a millionaire. I am successful. I am a money magnet. Money comes to me easily. You speak those things to yourself every single day in and day out until you believe them, until you start to see yourself as a millionaire. You speak it to yourself. You tell it to yourself. You believe it. It's deep inside your heart and inside your mind. You believe it. And when you truly do believe it, you'll act differently. You'll talk differently. You won't be immature. You'll be trustworthy. You'll be consistent. And the money will come. And you will be a millionaire. But you have to believe it before you achieve it. Okay? So, anyway, thank you all for watching. That's all I have for tonight. And like I said, you can check out my Facebook page if you want to see what my schedule is for lives and recordings. Please don't bring any kind of foolishness onto my Facebook page. So, first off, I'm about to delete all those comments. Secondly, don't bring foolishness onto my Facebook page because, I'm just going to block you. I'm not here to play with people. I don't get paid for doing this. I give of my time because I want to see people become successful, because I want to see people become happy, because I don't want y'all out there robbing and killing me or mine because you're depressed, you're broke, and you don't have any hope. That's why I come on and do these lives, because I want people to be successful and to be happy and to be the best version of yourself, because you can't be happy being that. You can't be happy. So I want you to be happy. I want you to have everything that you ever wanted. Okay, that's for all y'all. I want you to have everything that you ever wanted. I want you to believe that you can have anything that you want. You can have it. It is yours. Think of it as already being yours. It's yours. Claim it, know it, feel it, smell it, taste it, dream about it, and it will be yours. Do the work. Got to do the work because nothing is free. You got to put in the time, you got to pay your dues. But if you do the work, you stay consistent, you believe in yourself, you speak life over yourself, you speak success over yourself, and I promise that you will have life and you'll have it more abundantly and you will be successful. All right? So I'll see y'all later. Bye. Okay.